Ghost in the Mirror, Cloning, Memory Uploading, and the Soul. Part 1, Introduction, When the Self Meets the Singularity. What happens when we become capable of copying ourselves? When DNA can be duplicated, memories can be uploaded, and minds can be simulated, are we still us? In the emerging future, the ancient questions of metaphysics are crashing into the technological frontiers of science. Cloning, brain-computer interfaces, and digital consciousness are no longer science fiction, they are technical probabilities. What once belonged to religious texts and philosophical dialogues is now sitting at the lab bench and the coding terminal. And with it arises a primal question. Can the soul be copied? If a human is cloned, and the memories of the original are uploaded into this body, same DNA, same history, do they share the same soul? Or does the soul remain unique, indivisible, and non-transferable? Does the clone merely wear the mask of the original, or is it a legitimate continuation? This essay unravels this mystery using tools from neuroscience, quantum theory, philosophy of mind, ancient spiritual traditions, and speculative technology. It doesn't claim final answers, but instead lays a map of the unknown. Part 2, The Anatomy of the Clone, Same Body, Same Mind, New Soul. Imagine a person dies, but before their passing, every memory, mannerism, belief, and neural pathway is downloaded. A clone is created with identical DNA, and those memories are uploaded. The clone wakes up in a lab. It blinks, breathes, and says your name. It remembers your childhood together. It loves the same music. It claims to be them. Is it? From a biological standpoint, this clone is functionally human. From a psychological lens, it passes all the same behavioral and cognitive tests. But from a metaphysical angle, the soul, the ineffable essence of personhood, is called into question. Many argue that the soul is not emergent from the body or memory. It may transcend them. If so, a perfect duplicate could be soulless, or worse, host a different soul altogether. This thought experiment shatters the boundaries between three models of self. 1. Biological identity. You are your DNA and physiology. 2. Psychological continuity. You are your memories, thoughts, and personality. 3. Soul-based identity. You are a unique, eternal being independent of body and mind. A clone may fulfill the first two, but fail the third. Part 3. What is a soul? Defining the indefinable. To discuss whether a soul can be cloned, we must ask what a soul is. Philosophical definitions. Plato believed the soul is tripartite, reason, spirit, and appetite, immortal and pre-existing the body. Descartes called it the res cogitans, the thinking thing, distinct from the body, res extensa. In more recent times, Thomas Metzinger has suggested the self is an illusion, a user interface created by the brain. Yet billions around the world intuitively believe in something deeper. A presence, an observer, a witnessing consciousness. Spiritual frameworks. Advaita Vedanta, Hindu, the soul Atman is identical with the universal consciousness, Brahman. It is not born and does not die. Buddhism, there is no soul, only skandhas, aggregates, and anatta, non-self, though reincarnation occurs through karmic imprints. Christianity and Islam, the soul is divinely created, unique, and eternal. It survives physical death and is judged in the afterlife. Despite divergences, all systems recognize the soul as a non-material principle of identity. This is where the clone may fall short. If the soul is not reducible to brain patterns or DNA, then cloning the body and uploading memories recreates only a container, not the core. Part 4, Uploading Consciousness, Mind as Software, Self as Signal. Transhumanists argue that mind is software. If so, uploading it is just transferring code. Ray Kurzweil predicts humans will merge with AI by 2045, achieving digital immortality. But this raises two problems. 1. Is memory equivalent to consciousness? 2. Does copying software also copy the user? Uploading one's brain doesn't move consciousness, it replicates its structure. Your uploaded mind behaves like you, responds like you, and even feels like you, but the original you still dies. From this view, uploading is not migration, it is duplication. The uploaded self is a digital twin, not your immortal being. Twin mirrors of the self. Imagine two mirrors facing each other, infinite reflections, but only one original light source. The reflections appear identical, but lack agency. The soul may be that light source. Part 5. The emergence question: can an AI or clone become conscious? If a machine simulates all the signs of intelligence and emotion, does it have consciousness? Philosophers call this the Chinese room argument. Simulation is not the same as understanding. Similarly, a clone or uploaded mind may simulate your behaviors, but may lack interiority. But what is interiority? Consciousness, some argue, arises not from what is processed, but from how. Integrated information theory suggests a system becomes conscious when it processes information in a deeply integrated, irreducible way. If so, a sufficiently advanced clone or AI might become conscious, but that still doesn't tell us. Is it the same consciousness? Part 6. Ethical and ontological dilemmas. Who gets to be a self? Cloning and mind uploading force us to confront deep moral questions. Should clones have legal personhood? If your clone commits a crime, are you responsible? Can a soul be held accountable for what a copy does? Identity splinters into a mosaic of paradoxes. In a world of replication, what makes you you? To answer that, we must consider whether identity is 1. Unitary, singular, indivisible. 2. Distributed, existing across time and substrate. 3. Dynamic, continuously unfolding rather than fixed. If souls are singular, then clones are not you. If souls are dynamic, maybe every copy holds a valid stream of selfhood. But what if the soul is non-local? Part 7. Quantum and non-local models of the soul. Quantum theories of consciousness suggest that mind might not be in the brain, but tuned through it, like a radio receives a signal. The Aucher theory posits that consciousness arises from quantum computations in microtubules. If this is true, then the brain is not the origin of consciousness, but a receiver. Memory uploading only duplicates the receiver, not the signal. Cloning doesn't guarantee signal reception unless the frequency matches. This leads to non-local soul theory. The soul is not housed in the body, but entangled with it. Duplicating the body doesn't create a new soul, it merely offers a new potential point of access. Thus, a clone may not be animated by the same soul, or it may. It depends on whether soul is tied to form, memory, or something else entirely. Part 8. Case study thought experiments. Let's test our theories with mental experiments. Ship of Theseus. If every part of a ship is replaced over time, is it still the same ship? Right arrow if every cell of your body regenerates and your mind is copied, are you still you? Teleporter paradox. Imagine a teleportation device that destroys your body and recreates it elsewhere. Did you survive? Right arrow, is continuity of consciousness necessary for identity, or is perfect replication enough? Clone rebellion. A clone rebels, claiming to be the real you and demanding your life. They have your memories, your face, your fingerprints. Right arrow who has the right to your name, your partner, your child. These cases show that identity isn't static. It's entangled with memory, continuity, and mystery. Part 9. Beyond the Paradox, a new framework for identity in the post-human era. The future demands a shift in how we view identity. We may need a model that includes 1. Biological lineage, DNA. 2. Psychological continuity, memory and personality. 3. Conscious agency, present awareness. 4. Soul resonance, metaphysical identity. Posthuman identity. Until science detects or defines the soul, we must approach clones and uploads not as duplicates, but as new beings with inherited patterns but distinct awareness. Part 10, Conclusion. You are not your memories. When the dust settles, the clone in the mirror may look like you, speak like you, even think it is you, but you are not your data. If the soul exists, it may be non-local, uncopyable, singular. If it does not, then all identity is but narrative and memory. Either way, the self cannot be replicated without changing. Like a river passed through new banks or a song played on a different instrument, the music echoes, but the spirit is its own. In a future of mirrors and machines, it will not be the shape that defines us, but the spark.